Hi there, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening. How are you all doing? I hope you're really well, and thank you for watching. Whenever you're watching, whether you're watching live, do drop a hello in the box, and whether you're watching later, again, drop a hello in the comments. And thank you for being with me this afternoon. So welcome to the Witching Forecast, which is the Witching Forecast for the week of the 19th of April 2021, going through to the 25th. So we're going through Aries through to Taurus this week. So a lovely, gorgeous week. And if you're new to watching the Witching Forecast, what we do is we use a tarot and we look at cards for the week to look at the energies for everybody. So guidance, inspiration, what to look out for the week ahead with tarot and oracle. Then we go through the star signs. So starting this week with Aries, we go through the whole wheel of the year so everyone gets a little bit more of a personal reading. If you know your birth chart, which we love, you can get a reading for 3 of your signs. So your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign. And if you don't know your chart, you can easily find out. You just go to alab.com or astro.com. And you can get your free chart, which is all you need to know is your time of birth, your place of birth, and of course, your date of birth. So before we start, I've got some very exciting news. And there's 2 things I'm going to announce. So have a little drum roll. You guys are going to be the first to know this, by the way. So you are, I'm telling you guys first that the Red Witch School of Tarot, the doors are open. Yeah. We're going to start in June, early June, and it's a 10-week intensive course where you get live tutoring from me, as well as worksheets, meditations, and other videos where we go through the whole tarot in depth. And by the end of the course, you will know the tarot. You will understand the deeper layers of the mystery and the magic. You'll be able to work with the tarot for doing your own readings, for working as a professional tarot reader, or for your own self-discovery or just enjoyment. So if you would like to, it's the second year it's run, and I absolutely loved the class of last year. If you'd like to be the class of 2021, do pop over to my website. I'll put the link below the video when it's up on my channel to LauraRedWitch.com, and you can book on. There are limited spaces because of the personal nature of this. So I'll be teaching a group, so I want to give you all as much time. So there is going to be a limited amount. So if you do want to join, then pop over and take advantage of the early bird offer as well. So that's exciting news number 1. And secondly, if you're a dragon lover, Dragon's Awakening is also running. I'm doing it all, basically. Dragon's Awakening is also running from May the 17th. So if you would like to go through a deeper connection with the dragons, then pop over and find out more about Dragon's Awakening. It's an 8-week course. We go through all the elements. We go through magic, myth, history, and connecting with your dragon guides. It's beautiful, it's intensive, and it's empowering. So if you want to connect with the dragons, you can come and work with me, connect with the dragons, and find out who your dragon guide is, how to work with them, and much, much more. So I think that's all my exciting news. If you pop over to my fabulous website, all the W's, LauraRedWitch.com, you can find out more about both of the courses and maybe see which works best for you. So I think that's all I'm going to kind of get excited about. We're going to go into the readings now. I want to see how you guys are and see how this week or so has been. What I wanted to do also was work with a couple of decks that I put in my cupboard and hadn't got out for a bit. The Everyday Witch I adore. I love this tarot deck, and I haven't used it I think I overused it when I first got it. And also the Forest of Enchantment tarot as well. I love these. So we're going to work with these cards today. And I want to check out your comments, guys. So hello there, everybody. Hi, Jane and Simeon and Claire. So hello birthday week this week, big 135, fabulous. Well, happy birthday to you. Big hugs and enjoy your birthday. Hi there, New Heathen. Hi there, Kelsey, Clayton, Emma, and Visabel. Hi, lovely people. Thank you for getting involved in the show. It's kind of a show, isn't it? Kind of a live chat, really. Okay, let's get let's start with this lot. Let's start with the Forest of Enchantment tarot for the card of the week for everybody. Let's have a look. So, okay, let's have a look and see what the energy is for this week. So we're heading towards a full moon. And let's see what is coming up for us. Okay, as we transition from Aries, the fire sign, to Taurus, the earth sign. Let's see. Ooh. I'm pulling another card because we're going to look more into this. Interesting energy around. So we have in this first card is the liar. The liar. There we go. Look at that. So this is really full, you know, to really listen, to really pay attention to what you're hearing this week, to what feels right. There's a really interesting energy with this card. They're beckoning you forward, and not everything is as it seems. So if things seem a bit unsure, you're not quite trusting a situation or a person, then really this is going to be, it feels like kind of an Aquarian energy this week, because the guidance there is to really question what you're being told, is to really question, and if something feels wrong, to trust your intuition. So I pulled 3 cards. I was like, oh, what is going on here? This is interesting. And that you have much more power of your own integrity. You have much more power of your own autonomy. If you, and this isn't a political thing or anything about the world that's going on at all, this could be any situation. This could be anything from a bigger picture to a personal connection at work or relationship or a friend or someone who's not a friend, because this is not a great energy, but it's interesting. But also with the liar, there's a sense of where are we telling porky pies to ourselves? You know, this is an interesting energy of where are we not being honest to ourselves in life? You know, what isn't kind of what isn't being truthful, and that can be the biggest thing. That sometimes the outside world reflects what we're not kind of being honest with. So traditionally, you know, this card is the devil, and in a lot of decks, this will come through as more carnal energy, because the devil is that Capricorn vibe. And often you'll hear me going on about the devil not being that much of a terrible card because of the actual, you know, primal human energy. But in this deck, wow, we've got someone that's not being honest. But is it because you want to hear this? Is it because you want to believe something? So really I think the key to this week, when I'm thinking about this, is to step away from certain things, recheck, retune in with your own intuition, because you've got the moon card. I love the moon card in this deck. I think one of the most beautiful interpretations of the moon, the moonlight card. Look at the bunnies or the hares staring into the well and seeing the reflections of the hares there and dancing in the moonlight. There's two really beautiful, there's access to absolute beauty this week. There's access to real deep understanding of yourself and the world around you. But just say no to stuff that sounds like BS, really, that sounds like this is taking me in a wrong direction. This contract I don't want to sign. You know, this way of living is not for me. And really go into that, and not rebelling for the sake of rebelling, just saying this is just not in alignment with myself. And I like that the middle card we got for this week is a child of challenges, because it's the page of swords traditionally. So it's thinking in a new way for yourself. The challenges in this deck, the swords, are linked to the element of air. And the child is a new way of thinking. It may be a bit immature. It may be a bit untested, but we have to be immature and untested and different if we want to change things. So what when the liar appears saying, come here. No, that's not a snake in my pocket, in my hand. It's a staff. It's fine. Come this way. You're going to go, hold on. This guy's not very trustworthy. I might just do something different. I'm going to follow my intuition. I'm going to head towards the full moon. I'm going to go into the unconscious, into the dreams, into what feels totally right. And you'll get the answers there. So have the courage and the power, empowerment to follow your own path this week. And just question things. It could be a really good week to question your own habits as well. It's not always external stuff. I mean, I'm as bad as anybody else with this. It could be your own habits or the things that you're doing which aren't good for you and, you know, aren't helping you along. So there could be something you're doing, say, bad eating or bloody blah, whatever it is. And you're like, actually, I'm lying to myself about this. I need to just think differently and work in a more compassionate way with myself. Does that make sense, guys? Let's have a little look and see what you guys are saying. And we've got people sort of saying hello, everybody. And Nancy, hi Nancy, who is a big love to you. Hi Clayton, says interesting indeed. You feel that? I do feel like this sense of rethinking something this week. You've got a really interesting idea of just rethinking. You know, we're going to go, oh, yeah, I better do that. I ought to go along with that. And you're like, hold on, I don't want to do that. Like, that's not me. I'm not going to go along with it. and I'm going to tune into my rebellious, just kind of innovative thinking. Think about things, even if that means you have to sit out in the cold for a bit and not have the comfort of knowing where you're going for 5 minutes. You'll then dive into this great pool of wisdom and just be inspired. So an interesting full moon, I think, as well. Very interesting. Lovely cards. I've missed these cards as well. They're just really, really nice. So that was the card for everybody. That was the energy of this week. I'm going to pick a rune card from the Witch's Familiar Oracle. There's a tiny. And that'll be our, I won't even come out the deck. There we go. That'll be our oracle for the week as well. So we'll see which rune goes along with the energy of those cards that we've been looking at, those feelings. So let's have a look. Ingwas, look at this. Yeah, this is absolutely beautiful and strong, and this seed of power that's coming up. So which seed do you want to grow, and what are you going to defend? What's important for you? This is I love the lion here as well, the crystal, and this is about linked to Ing, the god Ing, which I think is linked to Frey as well. And this is about creation. What do you want to plant? What do you want to create? This is a new evolution. And I think as well that we were just saying about casting away or casting off the lies that aren't right for us, the bad habits, the things that maybe give us the quick fix but don't fix us in the long term. And it maybe just giving yourself a space, like in the Childhood Challenges card, it's about just taking a step away from things. So think about it. And I feel like this is a great rune for that, just taking a step away from things. To grow something powerful inside yourself, and then to plant that in the outside world. So what a lovely energy, isn't it? So it's so small that you can. I love the lions there as well, because he's really defending the power and the confidence of what you're doing. So yeah, really amazing, beautiful, magical energy, and he's defending the growth of the seed. Everything starts from a seed. Everything, starts something quite delicate and vulnerable. But if you protect that. So maybe you've got like a new project or a new idea. Maybe you want to change something in your life. Maybe you feel something, but you haven't told people about it yet. This is about powerfully protecting the integrity and passion of what you're doing so that people can't trample all over it. Because we all know that when a seed is young, it's delicate, it's easily trampled on or flooded or pulled out or blown away. But there's a great big lion and crystals protecting this. I think we're doing okay. So what do you want to grow in your life? Put your energy, instead of giving your energy towards the big lie, the things that aren't you, whether that be TV or addictions or whatever it might be, or just bad habits, or just being mean to yourself and using your energy in a way that's hurting you. Put the energy towards tending that dream, tending that goal. And that's just a really beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous energy for this week. I love it. So let's have a look at what you guys are saying. Yeah, our star of themes of renewal and reflection. Yeah, really nice cards. Pink flower supermoon next Monday. So big changes for next Monday. Really great vibe. And I think it can be personal. Of course, it can be global as well. It can be, you're feeling that certain things aren't right. I think it works microcosm, macrocosm. Yes, it is. I didn't use the spirit animal cards. I used the rune cards, but they have animals on, so I thought it would be a nice mixing energy. The proud lion and the because Ingwas represents the god Ing, and he's about royalty and lineage as well. So the lion being royalty and the power and the strength of that is a really, really lovely rune card for the week. On top of, I love that, because once we've kind of disconnected from things that are taking our energy, we can really tune into our own power and passion and work on moving that forwards. So the lion is our spirit card for the week. Let's have a look and see. So do we stay with the animal cards, or do we go to the other? I kind of feel like I want to stay. Now we've dipped into the Forest of Enchantment, I don't want to leave. I think we should stay in the Forest of Enchantment and do everybody's cards for the week from this. So let's have a look and see what's coming up. We're going to start with Aries. Aries will be the first star sign we're going to look at. Okay, so Aries is this is everyone that's Aries. You can have Aries rising, Aries moon, as well as Aries sun. And let's have a look and see Aries. You saw me shuffle, yeah. You saw me shuffle. So this is double whammy for any Aries energy out there. This is a devil card again. This is that sense of where are things, we just said this, I know, but where are things not in alignment? How can things be shifted? What are we giving our time to, our energy to, our peace of mind to that aren't us? I'm going to pull another card for this, for the Aries out there, because you heard Henry Rollins' song. It's a really old one, I'm a Liar. That's just in my head now for this card. So let's pull another one for the working with this. You get the rabbits. Look, the Six of Boons. The Six of Boons is the Six of Pentacles. So find comfort, find peace, find healing. When we extract stuff from our life that's not good for us, we need healing afterwards. So this is a really strong energy of needing healing and accepting it from others, accepting help from others as we move forward. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to accept help. It's okay to allow kindness of people to infuse our lives. Aries, we're not great at saying when we're wrong, when we're struggling. So allow people to come in and give you guidance to help you get on track. So let's have a look and see. The next card will be for the Taurians. Again, let me know if you guys, when the star signs come through for you, how that resonates with what's going on with you at the moment. Here's this nice lipstick. Thank you very much. I like this lipstick. It's kind of my summery lipstick. It's a bit sunny out there. So let's have a look and see. Coming through for Taurus. Hi there, Elaine. Hello, lovely. Let's have a look. For Taurus. So as we go into your birthday season, as we move into time, look how beautiful. I love it. It's kind of this innocent, this childlike vision of healing, fantasy, fairy, in a good way, not in a Seven of Cups way where fantasy gets a bit icky. It's in the Six of Cups where it's that beautiful childhood dream that you've kind of got the animals and the little boats, you've got the fairies coming out of the book, and the gnome on the toadstool. Everything about this is connecting with the magical world. And for me, this goes really well with the Ingwar's rune that we had as well, which is the seed, the plant of nature. Being with nature is going to be the very healing we need this week. And so enjoy kind of maybe memory lane, or the things that enchant you, inspire you. Take time out in the forest, in the woods. Take time out to kind of follow your dreams and your creative, childlike, fun, joyful path. I think laughter is just going to be just allowing that kind of lightness of laughter and the lightness of being to come along with you, because it's a real beautiful sense of happiness and growth. And there's like magical opportunities that may even, come from out of the blue for you, from just allowing these energies to come in. I'm just being shown that there's a little door there, like things could just cut from your imagination, from your dream world, or your sense of peace. Actually, from that healing, wonderful opportunities can come through. So yeah, this is really lovely energy, very calm, very healing, very fun. Give yourself some time off if you can, to relax, to bring magic and enchantment into your daily life. So InQ Fish says, wonderful possibility, and cups are my suit. Positive cups are wonderful cards. Very fitting spring energy. Yeah, it's just, I think for you Taurians this week, allow that lightness of life to just flow through you. Just really, really beautiful. And family, friends, good connections. Okay, right, let's have a look now and see what's coming through next. We have got our lovely Geminis, Team Gemini. Let's see what's coming up for you guys this week. Oh, lovely. Liking these cards for you guys. Seeker of Visions. So in this deck, the Seeker is the Knight, and he is playing the harp by the water, like the sort of the mists of the other world are around him. So this is just magical energy, and also creative, dreaming, romantic energy. For Geminis, a great time to create in any way that suits you, from daydreaming, but taking action on it, from being artistic, from maybe writing a poem, for expressing your feelings to someone, for expressing your heart, for taking whatever you feel and making it into something that's going to help and heal you and move you forwards. It's a time of romance. It's time for wooing as well. Yes, Diana, it would be the Knight of Cups traditionally. This is sorry, something in my eye. Traditionally, the seekers in this deck are the knights. The child is the page. So really beautiful energy, romantic. Can we see a bad side of it? Well, you could be off in your own world a little bit, but I think, you know what? Let's just go there. Sometimes the actual world can be a little bit of a drag, and it's nice to be in the flow of romance, of creativity, of creation. If you stay here too long, then you kind of maybe miss out on what's actually going on. But I think there's, you know, playing the harp and the bard and the poet were always the most important members of society. They were always in Celtic and Old Norse society. The bard and the poet were pretty much on a par with the highest ranking members of society. So we've just in our society now kind of gone, oh yeah, musicians and poets, well, we like them, but we're not going to think that's that important. Well, yeah, it is. And it's really important to put your intentions, your thoughts, your wishes out there in a creative and poetic way. Romance, yes. Follow your heart, yes. Do you have to be realistic? Not really. Just don't hurt anybody and enjoy the feeling of weaving your own magical world this week. So, hi everybody that's on the chat. And Kelly says, hello, loving the reading as ever. I'm Taurian and my meditation intention this morning was to be playful and light. Fit in. Nancy says she's Gemini rising. So it's kind of beautiful, creative, dreamlike energy. But because the seeker, the knight, is active, so the knights are active. It's not just dreaming because you're like, oh, I like a nice daydream. It's doing something with it, which is why I was saying, you know, speak it, write it, paint it, cook it, create it, tell someone, sing to someone, you know, dance, do something with that dreamlike energy, move it forward and manifest it in the world in some way. So yeah, lovely energy. Hi there, everybody that's chatting away. Moving through to our lovely Cancerians. Oh, nice, you guys. Lovely. For Cancerian, you have the Wise Woman, which is traditionally the priestess. And if you look at a lot of pictures of the High Priestess, especially the traditional Rider-Waite ones, you have the white and the black pillar behind them representing conscious mind and unconscious mind, amongst other things. And in this deck, you have the lighter path and the darker path. So you have that same duality of the choice of which way is yours to go. Now, dark doesn't mean bad, and light doesn't mean good necessarily. The dark is the shadow side. It's the unconscious. It's the deep knowing. It's the stuff that comes up deeply from within. And the Wise Woman sits as a balance between the two, because that's where you need to be. You need to allow things to come up from the subconscious and then be brought into the light. And from this space, she casts the bones and the feathers, and she brings some wisdom. So this card for you guys is the week of magic, you know, the week of intuition, the week of bringing the inner knowing and allowing it to come out into the world. It can also be the week of listening, because the Wise Woman or the priestess is about listening to the guidance that comes through. So it could be asking either somebody that you trust or someone that you look up to, or going into the woods and asking, or meditating and asking, and listen to what messages you get coming through. This is a very powerful time to receive. The High Priestess and the Wise Woman are about being in tune with the energies of the universe, receiving receptive energy. So it might not be the week to go and ta-da, here I am, and go and jog a marathon, but it could be the week to meditate, to listen, to heal, to bring in the guidance so that you can make some really amazing decisions about the next step on your path. So that is lovely. Hi there, everybody. Nice energy. Thank you, Lux, loving Witch City videos. Thank you very much. Nikki, think Cancer Sun here, and I'm feeling super positive at the moment. Good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm looking to my intuition for direction. And Clayton says, great Cancer card. Thank you. Absolutely. Debbie says, hello, honey. Debbie, you're Gemini. You got a good card. I don't know if you missed the Gemini card, but it was a good card. And hello, Claire. Hi, everybody. So moving on to onto our lovely Leos. Right, let's have a look and see what's coming up for our lovely Leos. So, as the Aries got the Liar card, the Leos get the other card we have for this week, the Child of Challenges. What we're going to do, Are we going to think about a different way of doing things? Are we going to work out how we move forward? What's the next plan? What's the next step? The Child of Challenges. It's interesting they call this the air or the swords challenges in this, because it is traditionally kind of known as the most challenging suit of cards. Like it is the swords because it represents our thoughts. Here comes Cobby. We couldn't have a whole video of that Cobby, could we? Because it's about our thoughts, and what sometimes is the hardest thing for us to cope with, our thoughts. You know, it's the toughest thing to cope with sometimes in our minds. So the Child, though, brings new perspectives, new ideas, new news. So watch out for new, maybe communication this week, or a different way of seeing things. What I would veer away from, Leos, this week is saying, I've suddenly discovered the real truth. Like, you know, when you hear a new thing and you go, great, yeah, that's it. That's how the world works. No, because what we said earlier, it's naive. There's a naivety to this. There's a sense of slight immaturity, but the freedom to accept new ideas. So take on new opportunities, take on new ideas. Maybe allow your mind to go wandering different directions. So if you study or find out something new, it's definitely a time to think differently and to grab some new ideas and to make some plans to move forwards. Hi there, Cobby. They were saying hello to you. Yes, his lordship. But sweating still. Hi there. No worries about being late. It's fine. You can always watch the replay later. We've just finished looking at Leo's. And we're heading to Virgo. So let's have a little look and see. Team Virgo. Okay. Same as what? Same as the Geminis, actually. So also the Secret Visions. I'm going to pull another card as well for this, because we've been into this chatting about the Secret Visions. So the Knight of Cups. This is a deep, romantic drive to follow your heart this week. But we've also got the Two of Boons, which is Two of Pentacles. So my feeling and theory about this is Virgos often over worry, over analyze, and get kind of really have to do it this way. But they've also got this absolute wild depth of knowing and creativity. Trust or allow the wild depth and creativity and knowing to lead you and guide you this week. I'm looking at the Two of Boons. You're kind of trying to carry too much. Try to do things a certain way, even though you know that you want to change, you know things need shifting. And the way forward isn't through analysing or thinking, how am I going to do it? The way forward this week is through dream, is through connecting with your creativity, your magic, your heart, your passions. What do you always want to do when maybe you're a teenager? What hobby or kind of romantic visions did you have, and how do you want to move it forward? This is about being truly active with engaging with your romantic soul, with the depth of your dreaming. It could be a week for really calling in a love. It's a very romantic energy. This could be the magic of really setting your intention on what you want to call in romantically. It could be about creating a song, going out there and speaking your truth to the world. It's a very dreamy and beautiful card. And I think that'll be something to help move forward from things that feel like blocks this week. So, yes, we're going to Diane says, well, I'm a Leo moon, and actually that card sounds like where I'm kind of at right now. Yes, the swords, the Child of Challenges. Yeah, the newness. There's it's that spring vibe, isn't it, where things are new. And it's like, oh, maybe that's interesting. I like it because it's not set in its ways, this energy of the challenges, Child of Challenges. It's open to new ideas, and that's really interesting. Okay, let's move on to our lovely Librans. Team Libra, how are you doing there this afternoon, this evening? Let's have a look. So, Libra. Oh, I love this card. One of the most beautiful cards, I think. So you've got the Green Mother, which is traditionally the Empress card. And this is the card of creative motherhood. This is the card of abundance, of nature. So the life-giving force of the land, which I think we can really see, I know here in the Northern Hemisphere. At the moment, we're heading between the equinox and towards Beltane. And this is this the sap rising, the green life energy. So what does that mean for you personally? Creativity, yes. Love, yes. Really unconditional love. It's just a beautiful week of opening your heart and allowing the healing of the earth. It can be really good, towards your family, towards your friends, towards your pets. this is a time to nurture and be nurtured, to love and be loved, to create and to be inspired. So absolutely gorgeous energy for Librans. You know, this is the week. Venusian energy, love manifested onto earth. How do you want to manifest your love, your feelings of love and creativity onto the earth? How nice. So lovely. That's our lovely Librans. And then moving on to Scorpios, Team Scorpio. Let's have a look for you guys. Oh, yes, thinking about things. That's what you're doing, Scorpios. You guys are thinking about it all. So you've got the Keeper of Challenges. Dun, dun, dun. The Keeper of Challenges is the King. So in this deck, as already, the Seeker is the Knight. The Keeper is the King. He's a keeper, or is he? Because he's a Keeper of Challenges, the King of Swords. Look at him. He's very wise, isn't he? He knows what's going on, like his crow staff. Pretty cool. And I kind of think he's a perfect energy for Scorpio. He's thinking this through. Have you passed the test? Have you done the right thing? What's the right decision to make? This is a time, kind of very Odin energy with him, isn't there? Apart from he's got 2 eyes. But I can imagine an Odin kind of vibe with this card. And you've got the crow, the raven, feathers and skull too. So in that way, there is really learning, going into your wisdom, going into your knowing. What is your knowing? What is it that you hold as important? You know, there may be a chance of being really challenged this week, but to improve you. So maybe you've got a test, maybe you've got to prove yourself, an interview, but you have all the support because the Keeper of Challenges knows all the riddles and all the answers. So maybe if you have a deck where, you know, you've got this card or you have a riddle coming up, maybe think about this character and think about asking them how to approach a situation if you're feeling stuck. The Keeper of Challenges makes a quite good king because he's pretty logical, he's pretty clear. But is he a bit ruthless? Maybe, because the emotion isn't there. We're not really dealing with the heart very much. We're dealing with just facts or wisdom or knowing, and that can be good sometimes. So yeah, for Scorpios this week, you could learn much. And I kind of think it's a Scorpio vibe where you're sort of thinking, I know all of this. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to act wisely? Well, this is the week to start to do that, to take, to kind of get good counsel. Maybe you are the good counsel for others, but wisdom and knowing and how to use that might well be the key for this week. And a real Odin vibe. Yeah, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, lots of Scorpios there. And let's have a look next, kind of deep, kind of more complex energy, I think, with the Keeper of Challenges. So let's move into our lovely Sagittarius reading. Let's see for you guys what is coming up for the Saggies. 5 of Spells, the 5 of Wands, slight chaos. Here we have a bit of chaos going on. But is it creative chaos? I mean, Sagittarian, this is very Saggy, you know. This is a very, you know, the picture describes this kind of wizards or wizards in training trying to turn to do a spell. And are they changing the frog into the prince or the prince into a frog? I'm not sure, but they're trying, and maybe they're not having the best of luck with it. So what can we learn from this? Maybe just taking a step back. The 5 of Spells is fine, but the 10 of Spells is a bit stressful. So don't take on too much, Sagittarians. I know you guys are the kings and queens of taking on all the things and having this amazing enthusiasm and I'll do this, oh, I can't because I've just triple booked myself and fallen over. So there's amazing creative spark here this week. You're learning something, you're moving forward. There might be excitement, but could I just say, as you make these changes and move forward and get excited, just don't take on too much. Say no, take a step back. Maybe finish what you started. I know I sound really boring, don't I? But finish what you've already started before taking on the next step, because you're doing well. You're kind of in an exciting in-between space right now. And there's more wisdom to be gained from doing this slowly and properly. I know I sound totally boring, than by burning out and not being able to do any of it, if that makes sense, Saggies. So yeah, fiery energy. There's creative spark here going on. It's amazing. A lot can happen, but you've got to keep taking care of yourself, otherwise you'll burn out. Okay, right. So yes, chaos magic indeed. I think the 5 of Wands is definitely the 5 of chaos magic for sure. Sagittarius, totally accurate. Yes. Now moving on to our lovely Capricorns, Team Capricorn. Okay, and bless you guys. Okay, we are having a bit of a week with the Capricorn vibe, because you know what we had at the beginning was the Liar, the Devil card. Now, that rules Capricorn, or Capricorn rules it, which I know doesn't sound particularly friendly, but there's a lot of complexities here, and it's not a bad card as a whole. But what I do feel, because you've got the Eight of Visions, which is turning away from something that doesn't suit you anymore, turning away from something that isn't right, and not losing yourself as part of trying to please others. I feel I have to repeat that, not to lose yourself in trying to please others. And this could be the week where, look at her, I love her. She's one of my favorite Queen of Swords. And I know that in this deck, they're called the Weavers instead of the Queens. I just love the raven in her hand, and the kind of the roses and the thorns. So yeah, so what do we learn from this for the Capricorns? Sometimes you need to be the weaver of challenges. Sometimes you need to be the kind of the ones that are the bad guys in the Disney movies, the Maleficent, the whatever, to kind of actually say, no, this is my boundaries, this is what I need to step away from this. I need to find my own path, trust my own wisdom. Sometimes not the easy decision to make, but once you do it, the power comes back to you. So very strong women that you have heard of in history or know now, want to make powerful decisions or ruled wisely and well. Maybe you have a kind of a heroine or a hero that you look up to that has just made big, brave, strong decisions and been epic with them. Be great to have that as a visual or a role model for this week, Capricorns, because you may be asked to move away from something towards your own sovereignty. And it could be a small thing. It could be like, that on Wednesday doesn't work, I won't do it. It could be a relationship, it could be a job, but it's moving towards self-knowledge and self-wisdom, which will help you be so much more clear and powerful in the future. I think this one is much more a place you don't want to get stuck. You don't want to get stuck questioning and feeling lost. You want to make that decision and gather your strength and be the epic weaver of challenges. Yeah, so happy Capricorn's good. This deck is called again. Isn't it so nice? I love it. I love this deck. I haven't used it. I'll show you the box, but the box, oh, there it fell on the floor. The Forest of Enchantment Tarot. The Forest of Enchantment Tarot. I can't even talk. Problem. So yeah, I love this deck. Absolutely beautiful. Very enchanting. Emma says, "You are my heroine." Oh, bless you. Thank you. That's very kind. Blushes. Okay. Moving forward to Aquarius. Team Aqua, what's going on this week? Ooh, the Seven of Visions. The Seven of Cups. So usually the Seven of Cups, I'm like, oh, that's a bit of a card of just not knowing, emotionally feeling confused or having temptations everywhere. Yes, we still have that. I quite like all these treasures though in this power. So you have the boar, which represents power and strength. The harp, enchantment and magic and art. You have the woman representing sort of lust and love. The home, and you have the crown, and you have something that you can't quite see, the crystal of the earth, I think. So usually with the seven, there's one you can't quite see, and that's the one you're meant to go for. It's up to you really though. So what are we going to go after, Aquarians? What's most important? Where do you put value? Is it on glory? Is it on lust? Is it on dreams and hope? What is important to you? I think it's a week to make a decision. That's come up from the start, hasn't it? With the liar and the child of challenges. Like, whatever we have, like, we'll take a step back and make a decision that's going to be right for you. They all appear in this pool as a vision, but are the visions even real? Well, maybe if you make a decision and go for it, you'll find that that is real, or maybe you'll find it's different to what you thought. But the key is this week is to follow your heart. I like the middle bit, the star, the light. Like, follow the light, follow the light. Follow the star and the light. I would say the guidance of this card for the Aquarians is follow your soul light rather than external trappings. You can have all the nice stuff. Homes and love and money are fabulous and are good. But following the soul light, following your heart, makes these things come to you rather than pursuing those things. I know you know this, but pursuing something. I want that job, I want that home, and I want that person. And then you lose a bit of you. So it's like following your soul light, and the things that are meant for you will come to you. So yay! That's quite a cool way of saying it, I think. Right. Lots of love, everybody. Thank you so much. We've got one more star sign to go through. We're not going to leave our lovely Pisces out. Team Pisces. Again, Pisces rising, Pisces moon. What is the card for you this week? Oh, it's perfect. You guys, this is very Piscean, the child of visions. So in this deck, visions, of course, are cups or water. The child is the innocent, playing in the rain, playing in the water. And I like it that there's a web, the web being spun in the water there as well. So kind of fate being spun. It's a week to play, Pisces. It's a week to create, to fall in love, to dance in the rain, don't get pneumonia, to go to kind of just enjoy the pleasures of the moment, the pleasures of life. You know, when you're a child, you don't kind of think, I'll be happy when I've done this. You're happy or not in the moment, and you do what you feel is fun and inspiring. If you want to paint a picture, or if you want to do the gardening, or if you want to tell someone how you feel, any of these things. This is a great time just to play, to enjoy, and to allow that the inner child to be free this week. So at the beginning of the week, we had the inner child wanting to speak. The inner child going, with his cards to everybody, the inner child's going, no, I don't believe you. I'm doing something different. And here for the Pisces, inner child's going, I want to play. I want to dance in the rain. I want to have some fun. I want to create. You know, but adults might go, oh, I'm wet. It's cold. I don't like it. She's enjoying it. So it's finding the kind of turning things around and enjoying the energy of the moment, which is really, really lovely. So everybody, thank you so much for watching. This concludes our witching forecast for this week. Before I go, and if you guys missed it at the beginning, the witching forecast, I had the exclusive that the Red Witch School of Tarot is now open for enrollment. If you want to join, please come over to my website, allw's.lauradelligan.com. There are limited spaces because it is 10 weeks where you get the chance to have live tutoring. So we can't do this for everybody. So it's limited spaces, but it's an amazing course, even if I do so myself, and empowering way to learn the tarot. And also you can come into our website and find out about Dragon's Awakening as well. Mr. Dragon says, come and do Dragon's Awakening, connect with your dragon guides, learn the magic of the draconic way, and enjoy an 8-week course in exploring the dragons of the world within and without. So thank you so much, everybody, so much for spending your Monday evening, afternoon with me, and have a great day, and I'll see you all soon. Take care, guys. Bye. Thank you.